Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Ultimate Reaction here, and today we have a different video for you. It's been around 6 days since I've uploaded, because this video has taken me a lot of thought and a lot of thought. But yeah, we've got into it, and here it is. This is my top 10 personal favorite movies of the year. Now, highlight the word personal. There is a thing called opinion, and we all kind of hate it sometimes, but if you are gonna not agree with me, just try to be nice about it. I don't really want to be offended. Anyway, let's get into this. Number 10, Happy Death Day. Now, this movie was far from perfect. Spoiler alert, it never explains why the main character is in this loop of death and life, and death and life, and death and life. But it's one of those movies where I know there was a lot of problems with it, but I still really liked it. That first jump scare, that got me real good, I'm not gonna lie. It was actually quite a good film. Number 9 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Now, I can sense some people already disagreeing with where I put this. The reason I put this as number 9 is because it didn't quite have the charm and element of surprise that the first one had, and that's the problem with prequels all of the time. It was still hilarious though. Don't push this button. And number 8, Cars 3. Now I gotta admit, as someone who loves the first Cars film, this one took me by surprise. I honestly thought that this movie was going to be a repeat of Cars 2, but then I saw the final trailer and I had hope that there was something for this movie, so I went in with an open mind, and I gotta admit I was impressed. I don't necessarily agree with the how Cruz Ramirez, or whatever her name is, could do this awesome backflip at the end and win a race first try, but it had a lot of heart in it about Lightning McQueen's desire to succeed. Loved that. Number 7, and a lot of people are gonna disagree with this one. I can already sense the hate. Transformers: The Last Night. Now, before we say anything else about this, I do just want to say that I've always had a personal love for the Transformers series, and sure, this movie is imperfect in many ways. Loud explosions, poor sense of humour, maybe even a bit of racism, but there is some, if you actually pay attention to the plot, or what there is of the plot, it actually makes some amount of sense, which is a bit new for the Transformers movies. And the effects are absolutely amazing. Watching that in IMAX 3D is an experience I have never ever had before, and oh my goodness, it was well worth the £15 that I spent, right? Number 6, the masterpiece that is Dunkirk, directed by the masterful Christopher Nolan, composed by the masterful Hans Zimmer, including the masterful Tom Hardy. You get it, this movie is pretty much masterful. The soundtrack is so intense. The dogfights, and I mean the plane fights, so intense. Everything about this movie is really intense, but it hooks you up right from the get-go. There doesn't need to be a plot in this movie. It just puts you straight in there and you're like, oh my god, wow. Now for number 5. And I gotta admit, I didn't think I was gonna like this film. Spider-Man: Homecoming. I saw the trailers and I thought, oh my goodness, this sense of humour is cringe. But then I watched the film, and I actually found it surprisingly funny. I also found Tom Holland played both Peter Parker and Spider-Man to perfection, but mainly Peter Parker. He felt really relatable. I don't know whether or not that was because of his social status in the movie, but that's besides the point. He played both roles to perfection, the action was good, Michael Keaton was a great villain as Vulture, and this movie had some surprising twists and turns that I did not expect. Number 4 is, funnily enough, Thor: Ragnarok. This was another movie that I didn't think I was gonna like judging by the trailers, but the more I watched the trailers, the more I knew what kind of great film I was gonna be in for, and then I watched the film. and I was still like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. Originally I wasn't on board with the whole humorous style for 4, but then I was like, oh my goodness, this movie is really funny, I'm really liking this. The action was perfect, Hilo was a great villain, and just everything about this movie was just great. Well, we get to the top 3 of my list. Number 3 was It. Now this movie I found very surprising. I haven't read all of the first book, so there were some good shocks in there. And this movie was really good because it made me jump scare more than once in cinemas. Something that no horror movie has ever done before. Pennywise looked absolutely amazing. He was terrifying, proving that still, in today's day and age, clowns are scary. All the young actors played their roles to perfection. Everyone was acting well. Everything was tense. My only critique with this movie was that there are a lot of things that I didn't understand, but I reckon that's probably because I haven't read the book. Anyway, now for number 2. Deciding between number 2 and number 1 was like trying to decide between an Oreo McFlurry and an Oreo milkshake. Pretty tough choice, but I came to the conclusion Logan is number 2 for me. This movie is pretty much perfect though. Hugh Jackman's final outing as Wolverine was played to perfection. The action was gritty, gory, tense. Damn, that's beautiful. Everyone acted so well, even the music was good. This was a Marvel movie where you could actually hear the soundtrack, and I loved it. The setting, everything about this film was pure perfection. Definitely deserved the 15 rating, definitely deserves every award that it has won. What a film. And now we bring to number 1. Deciding between this and Logan was pretty difficult. The only other more difficult decision than this that I've ever had to make was whether to try something different at McDonald's besides a Big Mac burger. And I gotta admit, this one is Wonder Woman. You guys know I'm a big DC fan, but oh my goodness, this was perfect. The score was perfect. The posters, perfect. Gal Gadot, perfect. Hell, she's perfect anyways. Chris Pine and Steve Trevor, just perfect. Everyone acted so well. The setting was amazing. This movie was so empowering. The score, just everything about this movie screams total perfection. What else can I really say about this movie? It was just perfect. Everyone was amazing. Well, scrub amazing. It was wonderful. With a much. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching my top 10 movies of 2017. This was a long video to put together, believe it or not. Now I want to quickly apologise for not uploading in a week. There hasn't really been anything to react to. When you're a reaction YouTuber, that's kind of a dark period in your life. Also, this video took forever to put together. I mean, I've seen 22 movies in cinemas this year, so I could not do a top 5. It had to be a top 10. Thank you guys so much for watching my top 10 movies of 2017. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment on what you guys thought of this video. Did you agree with my list? If you did, put it down in the comments. If you didn't, put it down in the comments anyway. Just please don't start a war. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.